Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well. And in this evening's video we're going to be taking a look at a couple pieces from my collection. One piece in particular is one of my favourite pieces from my collection. But before we get into the video, I'd just like to say that I'm sorry I didn't do a Friday night custom. Basically I've been struggling all week to get the car finished. I've just not had time, what with work, being really busy, doing the family thing. And I got part way through doing a custom but just didn't have time to finish it, so there's no point uploading an unfinished piece. So I will finish it possibly now if I get some time tomorrow, and then upload it for next week's Friday night custom. But this is going to happen from time to time. As we all know, we all have these struggles trying to juggle work, family, and obviously the channel, and obviously work and or family and work has to come first. But anyway, enough of the talking, let's get on with what I'm going to show. So anyway, let's just pan the camera down. So basically what gave me the idea for this was my partner was saying, I was cleaning some of my cars in my cabinet, my partner was saying that she's never actually seen this particular piece. Let's give it a zoom on. This particular piece actually off its plinth. So this, as you can see, is the Studebaker Champ. So there you go, 63 Studebaker Champ. And like I said, I have shown this before, but I've never shown it off the plinth. So this is 533, so it's 533 of 6,000. So back when these were a lot more low numbered. This is a 2015 copyright. So like I said, it is back when they were lower numbered. I'm just looking there in the corner, it says 98. So that's probably the first release, possibly, of this particular casting. Let's take a look. Let's take the top off and take an actual look. So, like I said, I have shown this before, but I've never actually taken it off the base. I've only ever shown it either with the glass acrylic case around it or with this piece removed. So I thought, why not take it right off and have a proper look at it? And while I'm at it, I thought I'd see how these modern example of the Redline wheels are to the original versions. So let's take it off. So anyway, I'll just undo the case off camera. And there it is off, because it can be quite fiddly trying to pop off these little nubs that go into the plastic. But it is an awesome casting. Now this is the first RLC that I ever bought. I paid quite a bit of money for this a couple of years ago now. Was it possibly 2 years ago I got this? I can't remember, but it was pretty early on. I seen it and just really liked it. I'll tell you where I first seen this. I seen this, funnily enough, bear with me, sorry about that, my neighbour came back and it was making noise. I seen this on Lamley Group. He had one of these and I thought it was really cool, and I went on eBay because I wasn't a member of the Redline Club, and I found one. I found one that had been never opened, that, you know, in other words, was new, and I bought it. And I've never seen anybody else that I know in the community do an unboxing on one of these. And whenever I've looked these up, I've only ever come across a couple. Now, I'm not saying this is the most highly rare or particularly sought after piece, but I'm just saying it's not an everyday piece. But leave in the comments if I'm wrong. I mean, the actual casting, there's quite a few of these castings around, but not in this particular form. But nicely done. As you can see, it's got the little buttons there for this sort of like canopy are painted in. It is like a matte black. There you go, you can see the grill vents are painted in, you can see the bonnet catches are painted in, or the bonnet buttons, whatever you want to call it. So I know some are buttons and some are clips, but it has all got painted details, and this is like a candy paint rather than a Spectraflame, or at least I think it is. It might be an Oxblood, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, let's get it off the plinth. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever taken it off, so I'm intrigued. Let's just, is that going to fit? No. Right, so let's get a different screwdriver attachment. Right, this should fit, so like I said, just bear with me. They are rather small screws, rather long screws, very long actual fact for what it is. There's the first one. And there it is. There's the, let's not lose the bits. And there it is. So off the plinth. There's the underneath. So this is the first time. So we can get a look. So it's a 20, so it says 2010. But very clever the way they've done it. So let's get a bit of extra zoom on. So they have, it's been riveted, and then it looks like the rivet possibly is being drilled and tapped. I'm not quite sure if it's a different type of rivet, but very nicely done. Now I can feel the weight now without the plinth, and it's actually lighter. It's actually quite a light casting. I mean, obviously it's a metal base, but it is lighter than I thought, but it's still got a bit of weight to it, but it's nice. Let's see how it rolls. Rolls very nicely. So these are obviously reproduction Redlines, or supposed to be a copy of the original Redline wheels, but I can't tell, I don't think. I'm just going to close look off the camera a second. Yeah, so these aren't bearing, or they haven't got like a nylon hub like the original wheels did on these cars on the original Redlines, but that doesn't matter. But like I said, it's the first time I've taken off, and I thought, why not? This would be a good idea to do it on camera, because it is an awesome piece, especially for those that don't have or hasn't seen this particular casting. Like I said, it is pretty much identical to the original Studebaker Champ model, just it's metal based rather than plastic based, and obviously the paintwork is different livery, and it's got these replica Redline wheels. But pretty cool. So that is that. So let's just gently pop it to one side, and then obviously I've shown this before, but this is an original Redline in pretty poor condition. I'm not going to restore this. I was thinking about restoring this, but I'm going to leave it. I quite like it. I'm going to clean the interior on it though. I am going to give it a bit of a wash and a dry off very gently. And I've been looking for a while now for some original Redline wheels, so I can swap these over. As I said, now anybody that knows that, there's me dropping it, that's going to do the world of good. But no, these, as most people will know, they have like a little bearing on them. They call it a bearing, and these just obviously just pull off. So I am going to try and get some slightly cleaner wheels for it, and that's about it. But they are obviously, they are similar, but they're obviously not the same. They are, just trying to look, they're not bad. The actual red lines on the newer version are a lot thicker. The red lines on the old ones are a lot thinner, so there is quite a bit of difference. They are literally just a nod to the old wheels, but and like I said, I had a funny feeling these wouldn't be like the original wheels. I did hear somewhere, I'm sure I heard somewhere, that these are literally just like a representation. They're not actually the same. But anyway, so that is that. So a bit of a random video, I know. And like I said, I have shown these before, so I apologise. But like I said, I've never shown it off its base before. But with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more Vintage Matchbox Mondays episodes. There will be a Vintage Matchbox Monday episode this Monday. Obviously, Wednesday night is Movie Car Mania. And like I said, stay tuned for Friday Night Customs, as I will be doing, hopefully finishing the car for next week. But with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.